So I lost all my friends to drunk driving as one of my friends hit the median and split his car in half and died immediately. I'm not going to sugarcoat and take too long to get into things. Let's get right into it. I had a group of friends, probably about 4 to 5 guys, and one of them I was very, very close to. And at this time, I already knew the other guys, at the time, they didn't have much going on from what I thought. Now, people can change. I will never hold people to where they are because I know change and going forward is for everybody. But at that time, I just didn't really see much. But I kicked it with them. I hung out with them and hung out with one of my best friends at the time as well. And he wanted to get his YouTube channel started. And those of you that watched my first video, you would know that I run an NBA channel YouTube that has 30,000 subscribers. So at this time, he had a YouTube, but it wasn't, jumping that much. And I told him, hey, man, I can help you. I can help you try to get it off the ground. He's like, all right, bet. So I'm helping him and we get his channel rolling. We get him monetized in about 6 months. So prior to that, I said, hey, bro, when you get monetized, the only thing I want from you is to let me take me and you out and let's go kick it. And I don't know, hold on, balls. I don't none of that. Like, that's my bro. Like, that's like a brother to me. So I'm like, just let me foot the bill and let's kick it. Now, let me give you some context. Every time me, him, and all the other guys would go out, everybody gets drunk, everybody kicks it, right? But here's the problem. They would brag about driving drunk. One guy would always brag about it. Oh, I could drive drunk, I'm good. And everybody else would just do it. They didn't necessarily brag about it, but they would do it. And me, I'd always say, hey, y'all, let's just all pitch in and get an Uber. Like, let's get the Uber Black. Let's get the big one, the XL. Oh, you always want to spend money. You think you too good. I'm like, what? Like, what? I just want to make it back home. Like, I just don't want to get pulled over for drunk driving and da-da-da-da. But they always made me feel bad about it, right? And so what I would do is I would sit in my car if we got too drunk. I would sit in my car and wait till I'm fine to drive and things of that nature. Or I would call the Uber, or I just wouldn't get too drunk. Me, when I get a little tipsy, I don't know if y'all can hear it, but when I'm sitting at the table or at the bar, I'll stomp my feet like this just to make sure my footing is correct. So when I get up, I'm not stumbling, But anyways, I digress. So that would always happen. And so I told my friend, I'm like, bro, you got to stay away from them, because they not helping you elevate in life and da-da-da. I'm like, they cool people, but they're just not helping you elevate. And he's like, yeah, bro, I know. I'm trying to wean off and not hang out with them as much and da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, bro, like, it's not good. So let's fast forward. 6 months in, around May-ish, June or so, my friend hits me up and he's like, yeah, bro. And he had like 930 some subscribers. And I know how this game rolls. So I'm like, hey, bro, you're going to be monetized soon. Don't worry about it. So he hits me. For weeks, I'm hitting him up. Hey, bro, let's just kick it. Let's hang out. Let's chit chat about YouTube, da-da-da-da, on some normal stuff. He's like, oh, I can't. I'm working hard on the channel. I can't. I'm like, all right, bet. If you working hard and you elevating, bro, no problems. No problems. Go ahead and get your money. Go hard. You know what I mean? So you can get monetized. So he calls me one day, and it's like the middle of the day. He's like, on a Saturday. I think it was a Saturday. Maybe it was a Thursday or a Wednesday. I don't know. It was something like that. And he was like, hey, bro, my video ain't doing good, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, bro, listen, it's cool. Next video, let's just work. He's like, bro, I ain't gonna get monetized quick enough. And I'm like, quick enough? You got time, bro? It's only been about 5-6 months. He's like, yeah, bro, I just thought I'd be monetized this week. I'm like, bro, it's good. You're gonna be all right. Just start working on the next video. Keep your head down. Stay focused. Da-da-da-da, right? So then we hang up. So about, I would say like 2-3 hours later, he calls me. He like, hey, bro, you see my video? I'm like, nah, what's up? He like, I'm with my girlfriend right now, but bro, my video is booming now. And I said, see, just let it run its course. Start working on the next one. Do what you got to do. But don't worry about the lows because they going to come. Just focus on trying to get back to the highs. It's that simple. He's like, yeah, bro. I started working on the video. I seen it booming. So my girl wants to hang out. Now we kicking in. Then I'm going to go home and work on the new one. I said, that's what you got to do, bro. Just keep pushing. I said, how many subscribers you got? He said, bro, 989. I said, bro, you finna be monetized. I said, listen, bro, let's go out this weekend or next weekend. Let's kick it. It's on me, bro. Let's turn up. I'm proud of you, right? He proceeds to say, "Oh, bro, yeah. I can't because my other friends been asking me to hang out, so I'm going to go ahead and kick it with them." When I tell you, somebody took the biggest, the 308 blackout round, and lit me up in my heart. You know how bad it feels when that's your brother, your best friend that you helped out, but you don't take no credit for their success because they had to put in the work, but you did help them, and the only thing you wish was to celebrate that success with them, and then they go celebrate it with people that didn't help them. They want to celebrate it with people that didn't care. It hurts, bro. And this was my brother. Like, this hurt me so bad, boy, my heart dropped to my ass cheeks, I swear. I was like, dang. But you know, as a man, sometimes you gotta feel pain, absorb it, realize it, and then just accept it. So I was like, oh, okay, bro, that no problem, da. But deep down, I'm like, this friendship is like broken. It's like broken to me. How? So then he ain't hit me up for weeks. I ain't really talked to him, and you could tell that the relationship just faded. The relationship was just done. So about a month later or so, we kind of hitting each other up here and there, but we didn't hang out ever again. We never hung out another time after this. But we would kick it here and there and do things of that nature. So then fast forward about 5 to 6 months later, bro. He goes out with his friends, and the reason why he goes out, and it was my friend group at the time too, but I stopped hanging out with them because I wanted better for my life. I wanted to focus in life, and I wanted to just surround myself around people that thought like me. I don't think I'm necessarily better than anybody. I don't think I'm worse than anybody. I just think we all have different paths that we want to take, and you should surround yourself around people that want to be on the same path as you. Doesn't mean they have to do the same thing, but they have to be on the same path, the same trajectory, right? So he goes out with the friend group. And the reason he goes out, and remember earlier on when he was going to go out last time, and I told him, what I tell him? Just go ahead and make the new video, stay focused. Me and him aren't talking at this time. So he goes out. And hold on, before I even say this, during that time frame where we were barely talking and stuff, I went out one time by myself and I got a little tipsy and I was kicking it with this girl. And I was driving back home and I got pulled over. And luckily I know how to hold my liquor. I know how to act right. This cop, and I have the voice notes and our old messages. This cop pulled me over and he was like, "Hey, how many drinks you had? Did you almost hit the curb?" When I really didn't. I was just the only car on the road and he was trying to get me. And he made me do the whole test and everything. Boy, it was crazy. I'll tell a story about it. And I passed it. And I remember I hit my friend up. I said, "I'm never drinking and driving again. It's terrible." I said, "This is the first time I really did it because usually I Uber and stuff." I said, "Bro, don't do it. It ain't worth it. Da. Anyways, let's fast forward. So he goes out with the friend group. And the reason he goes out is because his video was doing bad. And he didn't want his mind on it. He wanted to kick it, have fun, and, just do what any of us would usually do when you're having bad times. You just want to release, right? But I used to keep his head on straight, keep my head on straight. We helped each other. And I'd always tell him, don't go out, don't suppress the pain, just live in it and keep going. This time he didn't have me to reach out to. So he ends up going out. Everybody ends up getting drunk, kicking it, having a great time, right? They get in their cars and they go home. My brother, my friend, he never made it home. About a 45 minute drive back to the crib, he was 10 minutes away, give or take. Hit a median head on and split his car in half. Died immediately. This pains me because I know if I was there, we would have got an Uber. I know if we were talking, he wouldn't have went out. If he would have went out, I would have drove. I wouldn't have got too drunk. It hurt me because we hadn't talked for like 4 or 5 months. And it was all because I had felt betrayed. But after this, I showed up. I showed up at his mom's house. I showed up with condolences, flowers, any help they needed, trying to be there so she got familiar faces around because I used to be around so much. And the mom ended up saying to me, "Why are you around so much?" Hurt me again, damaged me to the core. Because why else wouldn't I be here? Somebody I known for 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years just died. And just because we didn't see eye to eye for 6 months, you think I'm gonna hold a grudge? You think I'm that immature? You think I'm that low of a person to hold a grudge of what they did now that they've passed? No, I can let things go. I know what happened, but I know in times of need, you be around those people because it's tough for them. You want them to see familiar faces. You want to hear the memories of their kid. You want to be able to have their kid's life live through them and see them around. So when she said that, I didn't spaz out. I knew how to control my emotions. I didn't spaz out at the time because I don't know where that comes out of, hurt, pain, whatever. It shouldn't have been said to me, but it did. I let the flowers there and I left. Then fast forward to his funeral. They're planning things about the funeral and inviting all the friend group over, and even friends that he hadn't talked to in a while or even hung out with in a long time, talking about years. Planning the funeral with them and letting all of them talk at his funeral while I was the only one in the crowd who was his best friend. His best friend. They left me in the crowd and didn't let me say anything. No last words, nothing. They had people talk about his YouTube channel that knew nothing about it, when I'm the one that helped him build that from the ground up. And I'm the one that only in that room knew really about YouTube, the only one that was doing it. They didn't let me speak. They didn't let me have any last words. This broke me to the core. This hurt me so bad. And then when I posted about it on social media and said, man, I miss my bro, I got X'd out and couldn't say no last words. Somebody, one of the guys that was, my friend at the time, I thought, screenshotted it or whatever and read it out loud to the other guy in the group. And then he started threatening to want to kill me, harm me, because the way I felt that I got X'd out, which I did. People do things out of hurt. I don't hold grudges. People do things, out of pain, out of pain, or whatever. And I can always understand that, so I respect it. I respect that you're at least showing your emotion, this, that, and the other, and that you're not hiding behind it. But what I don't respect is that you can't tell the truth of what you did to me, how you hurt me. All I wanted to do was say my last words, say my goodbyes, and be thought of as somebody that cared about his best friend that for years, decades, and I wasn't. And then to turn around and just not say that you're wrong about some of the things you did in the moment, and instead say, I'm going to harm you, I'm going to find you, and then threaten my family, say, I know your family, I know it doesn't sit right with me. And it never will. I will never heal from this pain. I've been alone since. I lost a lot of my friends young. 2 of my friends died. 1 tried to kill me. I've lost a lot. I've been through a lot. But life has a funny way of showing you when you're on the right path and why you need to be alone. I lost all my friends to drunk driving. 1 of my friends to mental illness. 1 of my friends who wanted to kill me. Don't let all this happen to you. Make sure you choose wisely. Make sure you be there for your friends, family. And I lost all my friends, so you do not have to.